Well, a new dining concept is about to join the Louisville food scene, and it's aiming to bring something both rooted in tradition and refreshingly modern to the table. Tana reimagines Taiwanese flavors, blending bold, soulful cooking with contemporary technique and thoughtful presentation. Here to tell us more about their grand opening is Executive Chef Ming. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
This is like a whole new take. I feel like Louisville, it has everything, right? From the bourbon, the barbecue, you know, locally fresh ingredients, but this is like a whole new take on things. So what was the inspiration behind Tana?
So, you know, through my career, I really wanted to revisit my roots once I knew I was ready to open a restaurant. So basically, Tana is a new interpretation of Taiwanese cuisine and through my experiences through my culinary journey.
So cool. So you're blending Taiwanese food with new American food. So how do you kind of make that transition?
So I spent a lot of time doing, you know, French and new American cuisine. So I'll be blending in a lot of, you know, Southern ingredients, local ingredients, and even using, you know, like French techniques into, you know, Taiwanese cuisine. So
very cool. You brought an example of what you're going to have on the menu. These dumplings, they look so good.
Yeah. So this is just like a classic Taiwanese pork and cabbage dumpling, but folded a little differently, folded like wonton style, because, you know, traditionally it's just a normal pleated 10 pleats, and it doesn't really hold sauce very well. So so this is the style that we're going with.
So cool. What do you top it with?
So this is our dumpling sauce. It's basically a blend of soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, sesame oil, and black vinegar. So the Taiwanese black vinegar is very special because it's not that acidic, but it also balances out the sauce. So you get that balance of you know, like, you know, savory, fatty, and acidic. So
and then what's that?
And this is our special hot sauce.
Ooh.
It's proprietary, so I can't.
Okay, secret sauce. I got it. I got the memo. Yep.
But you know, it gives it a little bit of heat, and it's very balanced too. So not too hot.
Have to add a little bit of crunchies too on top.
Yeah.
What are those?
So this is a very common Taiwanese topping. It's a fried shallots, so it adds a lot of textures and flavors. And then this is just fresh scallions.
We eat with our eyes first, so of course you have to have a little pop of green in there, right?
Yeah. So this is like my take on Taiwanese pork and cabbage.
It looks so good, and you're all about sustainability as well, wanting to keep it rooted in local. So how do you kind of practice that every day?
I try to use local farms as much as I can, you know, especially, you know, with our proteins. Like, you know, we're going to work with Fisher's Farm on the pork products, the beef products, vegetables. I try to work with local farmers. You know, I have a guy in Cortland, Indiana that, you know, has a greenhouse that's willing to grow, you know, the lettuces and greens for us. So yeah,
you can look at you can tell the difference too in how fresh everything is. It just tastes that much better too. We're looking at some photos of some of your other dishes. What can people expect other than these beautiful dumplings on your menu?
So there'll be quite a few familiar Taiwanese dishes on the menu through like a modern interpretation, and then there'll be some, you know, really progressive dishes that, if you're Taiwanese or you've been to Taiwan, you probably won't recognize.
Okay.
But it's like, it's a good journey. You know, you have some familiar items, and you have some that kind of pushes the cuisine forward.
Oh,
you know,
I love it. Is it going to kind of change seasonally too?
Yeah. So we plan on, you know, swapping out menu items every month, like 2 or 3 items here and there. And then we plan on running a lot of seasonal features too, like on a weekly basis of whatever we can get locally.
I love that so much. So when are you going to be opening? That's the main question, right?
So right now we're shooting for late June or early July, in that time frame. I don't have an exact date yet because we're waiting for all our you know, COs and all that stuff.
Oh, yes, so, all of that. I know you're going to have a huge grand opening for this. I mean, you have to. I mean, the food looks wonderful. It looks so beautiful, too. We're looking at, again, at some photos right now. So if people are interested in maybe learning more, staying up to date with that opening date, because we don't really have one just yet, how can people learn more?
So you can follow our Instagram. It's Tana Louisville, at Tana Louisville, or our Facebook, which is Tana Louisville also. So we'll announce it as soon as we we know the set date, which, just stay tuned, and in the next couple of weeks, we should have that released. So.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect for summer. It's going to be opening so soon. So Chef Ming, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, to learn more, you can head over to their website, tanalu.com.